that is the sound of the jar of names. We should take out a name. There's only one name in there. And that was completely the wrong introduction. So this video is for everyone, including but not excluded to Horia. All right, back in the jar of names you go. And then we'll carry on. It's been a while since I've done a podcast. So I'm still can't remember what to do. Anyway, this is Cup of Tea in a Podcast. This is the cup of tea. And this is the podcast. Right then, so if you want to head down to the comment section, it will hopefully be there at some point in the future. You can go to the skip list and you can go to this week's update, this week's topic, this week's book club, and this week's goals. Start with the update. Right, so first things first, we are obviously, well, I say me, behind schedule. I'm going to explain why that is now then. Basically, the last 4 weeks we've had a very fast-paced essay and assignment for college. Basically, we've had to plan and film a short film, and we've had like 4 weeks to do it, which is everything from casting to commissioning it to filming it to editing it, and it's just been so mad. We've literally this week just gone. We've just filmed on every single day. It's just been crazy. I've had no time to do anything. Plus, on top of that, I've also had to go to university for an applicant day, where I've actually been given an unconditional offer now. So that's good. It means I'm definitely going. That'll be in September time, which we'll talk about that later on in this episode. So yeah, it's just been very busy and very hectic. It all ends on Tuesday the 21st. That's when everything gets handed in. So that's when, hopefully, I'll be able to knuckle down on all this sort of stuff. And that is my plan, which we'll talk about later as well. But yeah, that's why we're behind. That's why I haven't been here for a few weeks. That's why Horia quite rightly mentioned it's a rare JD video. You never see them that often anymore. That is why. Because, like I said, college does come first. It sort of supports the channel and stuff. So it comes first. Obviously, that sort of supports myself, which obviously myself then supports the channel. So it's a domino effect. That will help me to help this. That's good, that. Okay, apart from that, though, before the next podcast is released, we will have out the last episode of Assassin's Creed 3. It is the third one of the week, so obviously after basically the last one before the podcast. I think they're all normal episode lengths, to be fair. Like, we finish off the DLC in the next 2 episodes, and then we finish off the actual proper game in the last one of the week, which will be out, just before the next podcast. Can't say when that's going to be because we're behind schedule. But yeah, so that's good. So what's going to happen after that, we'll explain more in the next podcast. I'll also explain it in the next Let's Play video, which will be out probably on the same time as that last Assassin's Creed video. And I'll also explain it in the Assassin's Creed credits as well, but you'll see that later on in the week. So yeah, stay tuned for that. After that, we'll go on to the update now then. So no, that's what I've just been on to. The topic. So let's go on to this week's names then. So speaking of the videos we've been doing, we've got the podcast right now. That's what you're listening to. Then after this, it'll be an Assassin's Creed video called Assassin's Kart. A play on Mario Kart. You'll find out why that is in there. That's the DLC in that. After that will be a Dishonored video called Peeping Tom, which is like that thing about where people that look at people through like keyholes and stuff like that. That's how it's relevant to the Let's Play at the moment. And I've actually rendered both of those episodes, so they'll be out soon after this. I need to double check this actually. Yes, they are, so that's pretty decent. And then after that, we'll have an Assassin's Creed 3 video called Goodnight King Washington, which sort of sums up that we finished the DLC in that, because that is what it is. And then after that, we'll have a Dishonored video called Return of the Lady. I think it's where we end a certain mission, because that was the goal of the mission. I think that's where that happens in. And then after that, we'll have the last Assassin's Creed 3 video called Sed Nomine Tue da Gloriam, which is And to thy name give thy glory, or something like that. And it's part of the Templar saying, which is why that is the last thing. Because remember, the last title always has something to do with this first title of a Let's Play, so that's what that is. Okay then, that is about it. Also part of the update, we had a episode 73 of Assassin's Creed 3. I had to sort of re-upload. I say re-upload, but I never actually uploaded it in the first place, and I've deleted all the files because this was ages ago, because I didn't notice and you guys didn't notice, so I had to re-upload that, which I've done that now. So it's obviously it's not in the correct order, but it will be in the playlist. So that's a little bit of information for you, just in case you were wondering what that was. It was called Wolf Tea. And thanks to someone for pointing it out for me. If you ever see anything like that, do let me know, because you guys... I don't go back and watch my videos when they're uploaded. That'll be very egocentrical and narcissistic. Anyway, let's go on to the next thing, which I think is the book club. I'm actually not going to do the book club because I'm thinking of just taking it out for now because I want to revamp all my videos anyway. So I feel like just start stripping all this stuff down and then building up from the bottom, which is going to be good for this whole catching up thing as well. Because then I won't have more. I'll have less to do because I'm cutting that stuff out. So I'm going to cut the book club out for now because I want to revamp it and redesign it because I don't feel like it's right. It's up to a quality where I want it. Anyway. Let's go on to the bit which we do all like then. It is the community section. And let's start with Mention Monday. So these are the people who commented on last video since the last podcast. It was been a while. So we've got a few names this week, but we'll go for it now. We've got Max Ravage, Spudley Dudley, Horia, 40k Warrior Man, Mr. Big White 661199, and Nick Pro. So thank you all for commenting on the last video since the last podcast. I do appreciate it. Bear with me. Thank you for bearing with me. Which is also quite funny because there was a Bear Tea episode last week. So bear puns were abound. But yeah, thank you for commenting. Hopefully look forward to your comments next week. And well, what might actually happen is the next podcast might happen with like 2 episodes uploaded, just so it gets out quicker. But like I said, it's best to get caught up and then carry on as normal after that. Just as a little warning for you. And then Q&A. We have a question from Horia, who says, name that movie. A brave American invader topples the heartless leader of the opposing government and gets left out with an exit strategy. Brain. I absolutely have no idea. I thought maybe Pocahontas. A brave American invader topples the heartless leader of an opposing government and gets left out with an exit strategy. I mean, I have no idea actually now I think about it. A brave American invader. So it's not in America because it's an American invader, so they're invading somewhere else. Topples the heartless leader of the opposing government. So I'm thinking Gangs of New York. That's not really in a government. I'm not sure on that one. I don't know what the brain is though. Brain? Brain. Is that a hint? No, I have no idea. Okay then, let's go now on to... Where are we going? We're going on to the subscribers, that's the one. Right, last time we did podcast, we were at 1,267. We've now gone up to 1,279, which is an increase of 12 names, which seems like a lot, but it has been a while, so that might be accurate, but it seems like a lot anyway. So bear with us, that might go down slightly. And with the names that we have are Al Heron, Alex Morris, Cody Tate, and Chandler Wells. So thank you very much for joining the community. If you have a favourite sweet, let me know, because I'm currently eating one. That's what that noise is. Oh, you can hear that. I think you can. Cool. Alright then. So now we go on to this week's question. Well, first off, last week's question. So last week's question was, what is your favourite genre of TV and film and slash stuff? We have some responses. We have Max Ravage, who says fantasy or sci-fi, and he says, sci-fi action adventure. And he says he can't stand horror, which I kind of agree with. I'm not a big fan of horror. Just doesn't appeal to me. And then Horia, which is quite funny, says comedy, which is also quite funny. Fantasy and monster. I know he's a big fan of the monster films because you often comment about the Gladiator and the Father of All Monsters, which has like Hydra fingers. I forget his name, but I know you've commented about him before. So yeah, that sort of fits your profile. And then Spudley Dudley says kung fu movies because they create legends such as Jackie Chan, Jet Li. There's also that new guy who's in Rogue One. I forget his name, but he seems like he might be the next sort of like kung fu sort of Jackie Chan type person. And then 40k Warrior Man says he's quite partial to like Pixar films and DreamWorks films, particularly Ratatouille. So I said to you, anyone can cook because they can or they can't. It depends. Right, let's go on to this week's question now then, which is September time, I'll be going to university. Obviously, it's a fact now. It's going to happen because I've been given unconditional. Basically, that means I can just go now. Well, I can't go now because it doesn't start yet, but basically means I can pull out of college now and just go straight away. I'm not going to do that because that's wrong anyway, but I could do that if I wanted to. I'm just getting straight away. But the question is, because I don't know how it's going to work with uni, I don't know how the schedule's going to be, if it's going to be busier or not. I will be moving into student accommodation, which means I'll be moving away. I don't know what internet's going to be like. I assume I have internet. I think they do, but I don't know what speed it's going to be. I don't know the downloads and all that sort of stuff. So I think when I first go, I might take 2 weeks off just to sort of see how it works. I don't want to, because obviously this is part of my life and I love doing it. So it's like what I do when I'm at home. So we'll have to see how I can do that, how it's going to work out. But I feel like the schedule might have to change, because there is a certain video series that I want to do when I go uni, which I have said before. So that might replace the podcast. So I'm trying to work out like a schedule. So my question this week is, what sort of schedule would you like from like my videos on all channels, like this one and Coupled Adventure? Because I think like Friday is always going to be a day for Coupled Adventure, and then Monday will also be like the podcast or this new one which I'm doing. But then after that, I don't know how to do it. Do you want like less videos of the week for when I go there, or do you still want the same amount of videos, or assuming we're back on schedule? Well, obviously at the moment it's not that very well, but that's the sort of question this week. Like, how would you like me to set it up, and what would best benefit yourselves? Okay, anyway, this week's comment then, we have got a comment for this week. It goes to Max Ravage, who said something which I totally got straight away. It was, rammed into those ships like a hammerhead into a Star Destroyer. And I was like, boom-tsh, reference to Star Wars Rogue One. Well, Rogue One, a Star Wars story. Let's get it right. Anyway, yeah, so that's why because I got it straight away and I'm like, hey, I see what you did there. So I liked it. References, I love it. I understand their reference. Anyway, let's go on now to goals. So, the goal for this week is, of course, as always, to catch up. I have my plan for catching up this week. Okay, then, so, today I'm recording this on a Sunday. Hopefully you'll see it today. My goal today is to edit all of this week's videos, including the 2 Assassin's Creed videos I need to edit, and 1 Dishonored video I need to edit, plus also the next Let's Play video that I need to edit and stuff. I feel like I can do that today, like get that done by the end of Sunday. Monday, I can't really do anything. Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Okay, yes, I can. So Monday, actually, no, I don't know if I could do this. Monday, I've said I want to try and edit the next lot's videos, which will be Dishonored, the new Let's Play, and the new Let's Play. So that's 5 episodes. Not the podcast. We'll come back to that later on. And then on Wednesday, which is the next day I can actually get some stuff done, I want to edit the next lot of videos, which will be Dishonored, the new Let's Play, and the new Let's Play. And then Friday is where I'll do the videos that should be out this week, which will obviously be Dishonored, new Let's Play, new Let's Play. Now, I've done that because my problem is not uploading. Uploading I can do without me even paying attention. Rendering's a problem, but I think I've got that sorted now. The problem is editing them, because that's the bit that takes the most time. So if I just make sure that all of the actual Let's Play videos are edited, then all I have to focus on in the meantime is the podcasts. So then that way, I can literally, when I've done that, I can upload a bunch of videos and then get the podcast out, and hopefully that will work better. I'm not really making this any sense, but focusing more on the editing rather than the uploading and that stuff. Like, just edit all of the Let's Play videos as I've got them, and just keep going until they're all done, and then I can start focusing on the podcasts. Because I feel like that would be the way to get caught up. So we'll see how it works. My goal is have them all edited by Friday. I'll let you know how it's going with the other podcasts, which will hopefully come out. At least one this week. Maybe one Friday, and then the last one probably just before the next podcast is actually supposed to be out. But we'll still go, and hopefully it'll be fine. We'll see how it goes. But anyway, let's go on to the outro now then. So, finish the cup of tea, which is a black cup of tea, because I don't have milk anymore. Well, I do, but only occasionally. I'm more of a black tea guy now. But yeah, so last week's film, I will tell you what it was, if I can find it. It was a game. It was, I've been having these weird dreams lately. I think it's thoughts, actually. I've been having these strange thoughts lately. Like, is any of this for real or not? It's from Kingdom Hearts, because I love that game. It's on my list to replay after I finish Skyrim, which I need to get done, which I need to catch up first to do, and then I'll play that. And it's like, honestly, my life is like a one big giant list, which is always behind schedule. Yeah, but that's what it was. So obviously, I would say until the next time we meet, farewell. Don't know when it's going to be. Remember, there might not be many comments in the next one, just because we're trying to get it out quicker when we can. But that's that. So I'll leave you now with what film? Everything the light touches is our kingdom.